Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Pro Wrestling Show. That's the SmackDown Ring Report. We coming up here almost the heels of you know what? Saturday night's main event comes your way tomorrow. We're getting you set for Saturday night main event, but coming up, we talk about this. Carmelo Hayes faced the mystery opponent. Who is this mystery opponent? And what the mystery opponent do? Is this transport porter or whatever they want to say, superstar shakeup coming? Who is this mystery opponent going to be for Carmelo Hayes? Well, Melo don't miss. We'll talk about that coming up. Also, too, the women's U.S. title tournament continues in the semifinals as Michigan takes on Miss Money in the Bank, Tiffany Scratch. Which one of these two women will advance to the finals to meet the winner of this match right here between Bayley and Chelsea Green as well? One of these four women, especially these two, will move on to Saturday night main event for the finals for the U.S. title for the women's. We'll talk about that coming up as well. A lot going on here. Also, too, Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens before that big showdown at Saturday night's main event will have one final word. What does this mean for Cody and KO before Saturday night's main event? We'll get to it coming up. And also, too, we're hearing breaking news right here. Tessa Blanchard has been confirmed she's back in Impact Wrestling. We'll talk about the details on what's going on with Tessa Blanchard back in TNA Impact Wrestling, as well as Logan Paul saying that he's going to retire and he's going to be a dad. I don't buy that one bit. We'll get to Pro Wrestling Show starts right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of Pro Wrestling Show. I'm your host, as always, Kendra Dix here. Glad you can join us on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect TV and our digital platforms, as well as Facebook and Twitch. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button just so you won't be missing nothing. All right. We'll get to a little bit later on in the show with Carmelo Hayes faces a mystery opponent, but we're going to kick things off with this. And right here, Drew McIntyre from Raw coming around to the transport portal. I don't know if he's a full-fledged member of SmackDown or what, but Drew McIntyre making the impact, attacking Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso saying that he got some big things he wants to accomplish in 2025. Jimmy Uso had almost somewhat a bad year in the beginning, feuding with his brother Jay. Jay had somewhat of a good year, winning the Intercontinental Championship. We'll talk about that coming up on the Pro Wrestling Show. Best of coming around New Year's and stuff. Well, Jimmy Uso came out there and got Claymore kicked for his trouble. Jimmy Uso might be feuding with Drew McIntyre coming up after what Drew did, and Drew trying to send a message to Jimmy that Jimmy had some goals that he wanted to do. Jimmy said he wants to compete in the Royal Rumble. He wants to win the U.S. title or go for the WWE Championship. One of those two that Jimmy wants to do. So we'll see what Jimmy's going to do, but we'll talk about that. Speaking of that, Jimmy's wife, a little bit distraught on what happened to her husband, talked to General Manager Nick Aldis. Nick Aldis put a solution saying that the tag team championship should be on the line. Bianca Belair needs to defend him. Bianca's going to defend him. Bianca also a little bit worried that her husband, Montez Ford, and his tag team partner, Angelo Dawkins, they got attacked from behind by this mystery assailant. We don't know who this is. Could be attacking Bianca's tag team partner, Jade. So Nick Aldis decided that, hey, the tag team championships will be online. Naomi will join to be in that fill-in for Jade. And so Naomi versus Jade next week will team up and defend the tag team championships next week. The general manager has been busy at the La Familia. El Fantasma said they don't feel safe on SmackDown with going on. So they're going to be making a call to Nick Aldis, and we'll see how that call is going to be for Nick Aldis or Adam Pearce losing a lot of his stars. A lot of stars are leaving the nest on SmackDown on how that went down. Well, we'll get to one bit of the piece of the action. We'll get to this. Tiffany Stratton, Miss Money in the Bank, takes on Miss Shin. Miss Shin looking for an opportunity to crown herself being the first women's U.S. champion, as well as Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton also tried to put up a fight as well and Tiffany Stratton did and was close, but was no cigar. Michigan pulled up the win with the eating defeat held by Gail Kim. Michigan wins her first and could be on her way winning the U.S. championship down the road. Michigan could be a step closer winning the U.S. title, and Michigan wants that U.S. championship, and she can be um craving it piece by piece. So could Michigan be the first U.S. champion? That'll be the only question that Michigan wants to do, and we'll have to wait and see. Speaking of wait and see, the tribal chief Roman Reigns, the OTC, Roman Reigns had reflected with his counsel Paul Heyman. Roman saying that 2025 was not a good stellar year for him as well. Roman lost the undisputed championship to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, as well as returned at SummerSlam to at get back at Solo and winning war games. So Roman saying this, that you got one over me, hit me at Bad Blood, and now I got you at Survivor Series. We're even with in a rubber match. So Roman proposed that the Raw on Netflix January 6th, that Roman wants to meet Solo one-on-one, but this time Roman versus Solo for the Ula Fala, the red necklace right here on your screen right here. And Roman wants that necklace back. And Roman saying that his father and his uncle, the Wild Samoans, who passed away this year as well, Pat gave it to him to held that responsibility, and then Solo came out of nowhere and wanted the responsibility for himself, and Solo didn't really do nothing as much. So Roman Reigns issuing the challenge, and we'll see if Roman Solo is going to accept what. But Solo was in action tonight. He took on LA Knight and the new bloodline with Solo Sikoa and the Savage. Jacob Fatu did damage to LA Knight, Apollo Crews, and Andrade. Solo defeated LA Knight. Well, he was about to defeat him, but it was no contest. But Jacob Fatu interrupted those plans, and Jacob Fatu, they could set up a stage for a huge six-man between Tamatonga, Solo, and Jacob to take on the Apollo Crews, LA Knight, and Andrade down the road. We'll see that probably at the last SmackDown for the new year. Probably what that's going to be. But Solo has not answered the challenge for Roman's challenge for him to fight him one-on-one for the Ula Fala coming up. And hopefully we will get an answer for Solo and Roman one-on-one, probably for Raw on Netflix. I think this Raw on Netflix is going to be the biggest show on Monday Night Raw history, being on Netflix, and a good big stat card coming your way. Well, we get to this. We wanted to know from who is going to be the mystery opponent to take on Carmelo Hayes. Nick Aldis had been promising all week who was going to be that mystery opponent, and the general manager did not disappoint. The general manager decided that the man of the hour was going to be this man. The Monster Among Man, Braun Strowman, is back. The Monster Among Monsters is back. Braun Strowman doing his thing. Braun Strowman taking down Carmelo Hayes and winning effectively. Carmelo really didn't have no chance against this monster, and Carmelo really could have just kept it to himself, but he wanted to see how far he can go against that monster. That monster showed him tonight. Well, it looked like Braun Strowman is going to be a guest on the Austin Theory and Grayson Waller Effect show. So Austin Theory and Grayson Waller will have Braun Strowman on their show next week. So we'll get to see that coming up. But Braun Strowman looked impressive tonight, as always, with the Monster Among Men. Well, we get to this right here, the second and final semifinal match between Bayley versus Chelsea Green. Which one of these two women will meet Mixin. Mixin had advanced. Mixin will advance to meet the winner of between Bailey and Chelsea Green. And Mixin wanted to get that chance and that opportunity, but we'll see. But um, Bailey did pull up a fight, but she got defeated with the unprettier Chelsea Green, a step closer becoming the new U.S. champion. And Chelsea Green could be stamping her ticket next tomorrow night. Don't forget, we'll have the Saturday night's main event review show. So we'll look for that throwback for Saturday night's main event. The women's U.S. championship is on the line between Chelsea Green and Michigan. Which one of them two women will be crowned the new women's U.S. champion? Only time will tell. We wait and see. But Chelsea Green won tonight with her version of the unprettier tonight. Well, we get to the end, and we get to the end, all right, between the final face-off between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens before that epic, huge championship match tomorrow night on Saturday night's main event. And what a Saturday night main event is going to be between Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. We told you, too, there was a tease on what was going down. We told you on the AEW Ring Report this past Wednesday what went down. But we found out what was going to be. Well, Kevin Owens decided to get his hands. That's the wrong one. But Kevin Owens decided to get his hands on Cody. And Cody had called Kevin Owens out and laid out the champion. Cody Rhodes laid out, ducking and dodging, tried to get a bird's eye view. And could Kevin Owens be holding that championship tomorrow at the end of Saturday Night Main Event? That's going to be the question that everyone wants to see. But the show ended with Kevin Owens on top of Cody Rhodes, making an example out of Cody, doing so what he did tonight. All right. That ends the SmackDown Ring Report. Let's move over to the wrestling hot topics. Don't forget, tomorrow night is Saturday night's main event here on the Pro Wrestling Show on NBC. We will have a review, the Saturday Night Main Event review, immediately following Saturday Night Main Event, the return of Saturday Night Main Event, going back retro. We told you that Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens will fight each other for the WWE Championship, the huge WWE Championship showdown. That's tomorrow night, the main event, as you see. So we'll have that coverage for you tomorrow. Full coverage starts immediately following Saturday main event. So don't look out. But speaking of looking out, Tessa Blanchard has found her way back into the wrestling world. Tessa Blanchard, who was blacklisted so many years, is back. Tessa Blanchard has officially joined TNA Wrestling again. And she was once their women's champion and their world champion. She attacked Jordan Grace and left her behind. And then they're trying to write her off. And so Tessa Blanchard back right here. You see right here, Tessa Blanchard back as well. We're also getting reports too that another TNA big name is set to return as well. We're hearing that AJ Styles may be returning back to TNA and challenge for the world championship. That'd be good. AJ Styles versus Nick Newton, known for him as Dolph Ziggler. AJ Styles trying to come back into the fold, but like we told you, Tessa Blanchard is back. So we'll see what Tessa Blanchard is going to do and what she's going to bring to the table. But this is a current render of Tessa Blanchard, looking slim and stuff. But like I said, I think if she do come back, she needs to have a controversial gimmick. But we're not going to say it here on the show. But it's known to a controversial figure as well. So who knows what's going on with Tessa Blanchard? But hey, we'll see. Also, to Karrion Kross did a video. He talked about absolutely the same stuff. So hey, Karrion Kross being Karrion Kross as well. So we saw that as well for Karrion. Also, too, we're hearing reports that Logan Paul saying that he's going to retire from wrestling and he became a dad. I don't even believe that. I don't know. He's still young, so I don't know why he thinks he's going to stop what he's doing just because you become a dad. You got money and wealth, so you're not going to stop. know why he even said that. Well, we see this real sign as CM Punk, Ace Steel, and NXT stars Cora J and Roxanne Perez trying to train with CM Punk. CM Punk probably prepping himself for a match against Seth Rollins after they've been at each other's throats. So eventually it's going to happen sooner rather than later. So you could probably see that being a match as well. So that's going to go there. All right. We're going to leave you on the SmackDown Ring Report with challenger Kevin Owens laying out Cody Rhodes, the WWE champion, sending a message to him that he's going to take the championship away from him on Saturday Night Main Event for tomorrow. So, for me being Kendrick Dix saying so long, we'll see you tomorrow for a special pro wrestling show coverage of Saturday Night's Main Event for the review show. I've been your host, Kendrick Dix, saying so long. Thanks for watching the Pro Wrestling Show. See you later.